Hello everybody, Sword Not Rocks is here, and I'm bringing you another Is It Worth It video. This time we're going to go over The Last of Us. And let me just get one thing straight. I don't hate this game. I don't. I think this game's great. Kind of vague though, a little vague, even on the description here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. It says Joel and Ellie brought together by harsh circumstances must survive a brutal journey across the U.S. in a dangerous post-pandemic world. What I find interesting about that statement is that notice how it just says Joel and Ellie, and as you can see they're both on the front cover and on the back cover, which is really vague, which shows me to believe that these are probably going to be the only two prominent characters, which sort of, that's a no-brainer. These are the main protagonists. Yeah, sure. But you know what that also leads me to believe? That anybody we encounter is probably going to end up being two things. Either we're not going to be with them for long or they're going to die. It's like you're giving it away right here, Naughty Dog. So that's one little thing I don't mention in this video, so I just wanted to point that out, that I think that possibly this could have done with a little bit more. You could have put some more pictures here. You just only have 2, possibly 3 minimum, or some more screenshots from the game would have helped out. Maybe 2 or 3 more sentences to actually make this a damn paragraph. I don't know. That's like the only thing I want to address first, which is why I made this intro. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into this and we're going to play it, and I will give you my commentary throughout. And at the end, I will come back once again doing a vlog spectacle like I'm doing right now. And I will tell you about what I think about the game. You know, it's really funny how there's basically nothing in these cartridges anymore. Nowadays, what happened to the instruction books? What happened? They disappeared. They disappeared a few years back. But alright, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into this. Hello everyone, Sword Not Rocks is here. We're playing The Last of Us. As you can see, as we look out the beautiful window here, we see birds chirping or flying. We see raggedy curtains and a very well textured wall. Let's press start. Now, before I get into anything, I just want to check something here. Is it still there? Let's see. Yes! Yes, look at this. Earlier in the intro I spoke about how games nowadays don't have a manual, sorry. And there seems to be an ambulance going by. Hello ambulance, goodbye ambulance, I'm trying to speak. This game actually has a manual, but it comes digitally, as you can see here. Of course, I gotta remove this in order to view it, which is actually pretty weird. Actually, no, I don't have to remove the disc. I just gotta actually quit the game in order to view it. Anyway, that's actually something that I like. I like that this game actually includes a manual, even though all games nowadays actually tell you how to play the game within the game. So you don't really need a manual anymore. Especially since everything is going digital. They probably thought it best to not even have one. Okay, at least not a physical copy. Okay, so let's talk about really quick, why am I even doing this? Well, The Last of Us is a game that's made by Naughty Dog. Everybody knows who Naughty Dog is. If you don't know, that is a shame. No, I'm just messing with you. But this game, The Last of Us, actually came out around, I think, September of last year. So it's a few months old as we move down the year. It's probably going to be a year old soon. And anyway, they decided to release another version, which is going to be for the PS4, and it's basically The Last of Us again. I guess updated graphics and whatnot, but to be honest, it looks exactly the same. Yeah, it does. Of course, the PS4 is probably going to increase the fidelity and whatnot. Also, this game, just as a note, runs for 720p, of course possibly 30 frames per second, which I found pretty interesting, considering that something like Black Ops 2 actually comes within 1080p. Really? You're gonna let a Treyarch beat you in far as full HD? I'm sure that game runs at 30 frames per second. I actually don't even know, to be sure, to be honest with you, but I'm pretty sure these games run at 30 frames, considering that they're on the PS3 and not on the PS4. Also, this game... Let's see here. Before I even say anything, let me check it out here. Yep. Controls, sensitivity, aiming, and stuff like that. Now... Actually, the sensitivity is fine. I'm going to keep that there. Now, have you noticed something? You can't change the controls. You can't. I like how they take off melee mode and whatnot. You can change the difficulty. Actually, they're not letting me change the difficulty now. But you cannot change the controls. And that's a problem, because I actually don't like the controls in this game. And I would like to change it. But I can't. And a lot of games are actually doing this lately, where you cannot change the controls or anything. Which I find really stupid. Guys, at least if you can't personally change each individual control like it's a PC or something like that, which is fine because we're playing on a console here. Let me remind you once again, The Last of Us is only for PlayStation. We're playing on a console here. Okay, so I'm not looking to rebind every key and whatnot like I'm on a PC, but if you're not going to do that, at least give me some type of Type A or Type B or Type C. I mean, come on, if Resident Evil 6 can remember to do that, I'm sure you guys can do that too. Okay, so when we're playing this game, we're just going to play the main story. I'm not going to include multiplayer at all because I have nobody playing it. I'm also not online myself. Left Behind, I do not have this on this account. It's kind of a boring DLC, to be honest with you. So let's go into the main game. Now, I'm not going to start a new game. I'm just going to go to continue because I actually got New Game Plus here and I want to mention some things, so let's do that. It says I'm at the Cabin Resort. I don't remember where I was, but I think I do remember how to play this game. Like I said, even in the control menu they don't show you the controls, which I find bothersome. So, while it's loading up here, which actually takes a long time, which is pretty funny because Grand Theft Auto 5 also has this problem. This game's seem to push the PlayStation to its limit, which I like. It shows that they're putting a lot of effort into it and they're throwing a lot of stuff in there, but they possibly could have just waited for a PS4 release and then did it like that, but I guess it's smart to release it on both systems, which is fine because it's good to have it for people who can't afford the PlayStation 4, as myself. So, why am I doing this video in the first place? Why am I doing it? Is it worth it of The Last of Us? As the loading finally appears after only 7% has loaded. Yeah, long loading time. Why am I doing this? Well, did it just go back to 0? Yes! What? No. Okay, this game's screwing with me. Yes, the loading time is a problem, and I guess I can assume that it's because it's running on PS3. Okay, going back to what I said before, I keep constantly getting distracted. Why am I doing it? Is it worth it of this? Well, a PS4 version is coming out. They even released a trailer and whatnot, and I think that's going to have all the DLC with it. So it's going to be like a sort of Game of the Year type of edition or Ultimate Edition of it. But it's going to be going back up to $60, and it's basically going to be the same game. So ask the question, do you really want to buy the same game again? Or if you didn't, is it really worth that price? Oh god. Okay, so it looks like I'm playing as Ellie here. I got a bottle, I got a gun, got a first aid kit. Honestly enough, this is actually one of my favorite parts of the game because of the story here. I do not have the back patch, I cannot show you the crafting stuff. What I'm going to try to do is do my best to get through this here, and... Okay, there's the... It's kind of like a listening, kind of like a stealth mode. It's a listening mode, actually, what they call it. And, it does what it's doing here. It allows you to see through walls. Kind of like a Batman Arkham City-ish type of thing, which I found at first really weird, but it's, honest to God, it's really helpful. I can't let these guys see me here. I can try to throw a bottle to distract them. Usually that works. Oh shit! Oh no! Fuck! Asshole! Okay. My apologies. I totally forgot the controls. I actually forgot how to throw. Is it in here? Yeah, this game's gonna screw me, isn't it? Yeah, that's a problem. That's one of the big problems here. How come I cannot see the controls at all? Wonder why. Stab the guy in the neck. Run the hell out of there. Yes. First aid kit. Okay. I forgot how to throw items. There you go, R1. Let's see, is he gonna go away? He's not gonna go away, is he? That's okay. Stab him in the neck. There we go. Yeah, this game is actually pretty gory. Basically, this is a group here that you meet, which is one of the mini groups that you actually meet. This turns out to be like the largest group that you meet in this entire game, and of course, they're insane. Why not? Everyone in this game is insane. I find it so weird that this game is basically how can I put this? They already established this world. Let me start from the beginning. They already established this world as something where these people have been living here for a long time. You know, they gotten used to these monsters, so to speak, and you know, they sort of have to deal with them. Now, you think you will run into at least one decent person in this game? Hell to the no. Pretty much everyone in here is enemies, and like I said before in the intro, everyone that you meet is most likely an enemy in there. Oh! What the fuck? I just looked over there. How did I not see him? Fucking asshole died. What? He disappeared? Oh my god, just my luck. You know, I actually got this game requested to me by a friend, and I didn't want it. I did not want to play it. I don't think it's like I said, I don't think it's a bad game. I actually think it's a really good game. It's just that it does have problems, but people do not. It just seems like certain people just don't want to admit it. It's like, oh yeah, this game's great. Great. You know, my friends were telling me, oh, this game is flawless. No, this game is not. And it just froze on me. That's another problem. The game freezes on you. Give me a sec. Okay guys, I want to apologize because this assessment might not be as good as I was hoping. Now, I've actually lost all the footage. My computer cut off on me while I was talking, and I went through a whole bunch of stuff. And guess what? It didn't record it. Yeah, it cut off and it didn't record it. So, I had no... I'm trying to remember what I said exactly. My god, this game is hell. This game is the devil. And you want to know why? Because every time I try to record it, something bad happens. Which means I'm going to have to try to run through it as fast as possible. I already talked about the option menus and whatnot, and as you can see, I got a little further here. Hold on. There we go. Now, real quickly, as you can see, what I have on my back is a flamethrower, a rifle, knives, and some arrows. These are basically the weapons that you're going to get in the game. God, you know, it's bothering me because I just talked about this already. I already went into detail about how I don't like the reticle. I'm stuttering all over myself because I'm so pissed off. You can swap weapons by holding the X button. You can see you can switch to a revolver and another revolver. Well, basically a Magnum, and it has a scope on it, which is actually pretty neat. It's your standard pistol. What I had earlier was a sawn-off shotgun. As you can see, their reticles are a little different. This is the hunting rifle. As you can see, I got the flamethrower there. Here's the shotgun. It's ugly looking reticle. Aiming target. Now, as this is the crossbow. I rarely use this, but this is actually used more for the stealth stuff. Now, as I was saying before I was rudely cut off. Not in the first clip that you're going to see, but in the second clip, which was totally deleted, and I lost everything, and my computer recorded nothing. So let me talk again about this. The aiming. I don't like it. There are upgrades in here. There's an upgrade system, which, as you can see, I can actually make another Molotov. Let me do that. I spend the first Molotov on using it against the monsters. As you can see in the first clip, I was fighting humans. This time, I was fighting monsters. But we passed that part because the laptop cut off on me. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about that in a while. Anyway, this is your crafting. As you can see, you have your melee weapon here. You can pick up different melee weapons, from a lead pipe to a machete to a battle axe. Well, it's the axe that the firefighters use, firefighter axe. And what you can do is you can upgrade them. What does that do? Well, that adds on a little scissor piece on it, whereas when you hit people, it's a one-hit kill. If I hit somebody with this already, it's a one-hit kill. But as you see at the bottom, on the bottom right, this actually is a little meter, which gives away the duration of the weapon. Which means that even though this is a one-hit kill, I only get 3 hits and that's it. And then the weapon breaks, which I actually like. That makes the crafting useful for once in a game. This is your Chev. You really need this. This is kind of like the power nodes and Dead Space, where as far as you need this to open the door, so you need to have at least one in your inventory. Also, this can be used to kill certain monsters when they grab you, allowing you to do a counterattack, which you do need an upgrade for, which I'm about to show you in a second. These are the Molotovs, as you can see me holding earlier. These are the standard bombs. What these bombs do is you throw them, they roll on the ground, enemies get close to them, and boom, it blows up, sending spikes all their way. It's basically made from scissors and knives. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Smoke bombs. It does what you think it does. Covers you in smoke. Health kit. Don't ask me how he makes a health kit out of just these 2 things, but he does. Here's the skills menu. As you can see, you got the standard stuff, maximum health, of course, healing speed and whatnot. I'm going to talk about weapon sway in a minute. Chev Master was what I was talking about. You have to upgrade this in order to kill, as they say, clickers in this game. There are 4 level types of enemies. Each enemy is standardly difficult in its own way. The first 2, the second one you barely see. The clicker is supposed to be the 3rd form from what I've seen, and the clickers are the ones you have to watch out for. Level 4 is the bloaters, which you barely see, but they are supposed to be the most dangerous. They are really slow and they are easy to kill. So the second one you rarely see. The first one is pretty easy to kill. They're just runners. All they just do is just run at you, and that's a pretty easy kill. They just swipe at you. The clickers are the ones that you really have to worry about, because they will warn other monsters of your area. Don't call them zombies. They don't want you calling them zombies. And they will come running towards you. Hopefully we can find another monster fight. If we don't, I'm probably just going to have to get out of this. Listen mode. This allows you to hear people's footsteps in the distance. It's actually like a Batman Arkham City type thing. I probably mentioned that in the first clip. I apologize if I mention it again. Weapon sway. This is something I really don't like. This reduces weapon sway. Okay, that actually makes sense, because when you first play the game, you notice this reticle. You see how it's getting bigger when I move around? That actually makes sense. You know, I get smaller when I stand still. When you're playing the game, when you're standing still, even when it's like this, it's doing this. It's like slow. It's like moving around. That's the weapon sway, which is why you need this upgrade. Also, this is just collectibles. These are not important. At least not to me. I really don't care about the collectibles. I'm playing New Game Plus. This is why I have everything upgraded, and I do not need those pills anymore, but I most likely will pick them up because I'll be scavenging for stuff. Weapon sway, like I said, it should not be in the game. I think this should be an auto aim, and people can say, oh, well, you know, why do you need auto aim? This is like it's supposed to be a survival, it's supposed to be immersion and whatnot. Yeah, that's fine, but give me the option. If I don't want auto aim, I can just take it off, okay? Put auto aim in the game, end of discussion. Now, notice how I'm focused on Ellie's head here. I'm not going to shoot her, not like I can. Notice how it tells me to press L3. That means that it's a hint to show me where I'm supposed to go next. That's fine. Notice how the circle is like a part of her circle. Part of the circle will be halfway off her head. Now you think if you just aim down the middle, you just get a headshot. Nope. Nope. You still can't get a headshot. Most likely would just graze them. If that circle is off of them, even by an inch, that's not a headshot. It's really annoying. Let's see.
Looks like they rigged this up as well.
These little notifications here that appear with the triangles basically gives you a little bit of extra dialogue between Ellie and Joel.
I see it.
They even try to show you the obvious. This game is pretty linear.
Right, you stay here and
it's basically only one way to go through something. It may seem like this, like, oh, there's a path crossed off. You got to find a way to go through. No, it's literally right here. Like, you will see this as soon as you walk in. Like no, it's right there. Like, this isn't that hard to figure out, guys. But the game loves to do stuff like that. It's really easy as far as like where they go because everything's pretty much blocked off. Now around this area I gotta be careful because this is when enemies can come at you. It's most likely no one's gonna be here. Like I said, here's the little scavenging stuff I was talking about. And I said the game is pretty linear. You see how I'm going through this? Really good detail. I have to give it the Naughty Dog. This is really good detail. Look at this. I didn't even see that down there. Nice. I love stuff like this. This is what makes me really like the game. It does have that survival element to it. Does it do it well? It actually does. It even allows you to pick up these things, like people's journals and whatnot, where you can actually read what they say. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting read, but we're not going to look at it now because it's not really important. The character will make a comment on certain things that he picks up, comic books and whatnot, as you collect comic books for Ellie. Like I said, so I'm just going through here, just looking through drawers, getting my ammo, stuff like that. I think I remember this part of the game, and for what it is, I think I'm going to need a lot. They're going to need a lot of stuff. I don't see anything in there.
David spores.
Your character will automatically do that, or I should stop saying character. I should start saying Joel. Joel is the name of your character. Ellie is the little girl that we just seen earlier. She's possibly the best character in here. Joel is alright. I like him too. Troy Baker does a really good job of voicing him, but of course he's like one of the greatest voice actors ever. Alright, let's jump down. Oh boy. This is exactly what I was talking about. That, my friends, is the sound of a clicker. Fire is very helpful. Fire can burn stuff really easy. It makes the game a lot easier. And I might be a little bit of trouble here. Actually, I think I'm pretty good. Craft this. Having that craft upgrade is actually really useful because I can do things as quickly as that. Did you notice that a second earlier? Guess what? It was auto aim. Yes, auto aim is on the thrown items, which is actually really good. But you know what? I can deal with the thrown items. It's just the aiming with the standard guns I really don't like. And I think that they should have auto aim. But no, we give the auto aim on the items. Kind of weird, but I guess it makes things easier. I find it weird because if they was going to put effort into having... Okay, I have a bottle already. I can actually craft this right now. Ah, damn it. I could have crafted the Chev. I actually needed another one of those. As you can see on the Chev on the bottom right, there's like a little duration bar. That means for how many times I can use it before it breaks on me permanently. Might be somebody else in here. I don't hear anything else. But I have the volume very low on my television, so you guys will hear better than what I would hear. So like I said, scavenging is important. That's why I'm trying to run around and get as many stuff as possible. I keep crouching down just so I can... That listening mode is great. It's a great addition. And I wish more games that actually with more survival can have some stuff like that. It seems pretty cheap, but I like it. I like it. Anything to make this game easier. I've had a pain with this game. Number of problems. I even ran into a glitch where it actually instantly killed the character. It happened to both Joel and Ellie. And notice how the camera pans over there. That's supposed to be because I could have went two ways with that. One, I have an overwhelming amount of items, so I just took them head on. But the other option was that I can sneak around. And if I would have sneaked around, they actually would have heard me opening the door. Now I would have to press the square button faster in order to get the door open, which would have made a more suspenseful moment. But since I'm in New Game Plus, I have an overwhelming amount of... Actually, that's some bad texture popping. Look at that. Since I'm playing New Game Plus, I have an overwhelming amount of items. So I don't have to worry about whether I should take people head on or not. I guess that's a little bit of the problem with New Game Plus. I actually like it more than the regular main mode. Possibly because I have all this stuff, but... When you're playing, it's not like when you're playing the game the first time around. The immersion is really good. And it does well here, but as you can see, I took care of that really easily. That creature that I killed earlier and I took the pendant from, that was a bloater. That was what I was just talking about. And you see how I killed it so easily, especially with fire? If you have Molotovs, you are straight. Normally it takes 2, but for some reason it took 3 with him. Don't ask me why. I'm going to try to get into a gunfight here so I can show you guys that. Where the hell am I going? Oh yeah, this game is so linear, man! And I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, yes. Don't say anything. I know. It was in my face. I should have seen it. I ran through the door there.
Hey, what happened in there?
More infected. I'm fine.
Here, come up on the gate.
You're not bitten, are you? No, just come open the gate. Let's see. I possibly have to power this up. Yeah, I think I do. The thing is that with these little sections here, it's not a lot of them where you have to power it up, but it's like a small little mini game with certain generators. I don't know what it is with this one or not. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and plug this in. The animation on this is really good. I'm surprised by Naughty Dog. Or I shouldn't be. You know, these are the same guys who made the Uncharted series. So yeah, you see you have a little mini game here. You just press the triangle button at the right time. Nothing too bad. It's not as bad as Assassin's Creed 3. Oh my god. Remember the mini game, the do the pick lock? It's awful.
Come on through.
As you see in this segment, we actually have a horse. And
Scooch.
as you can see, Joel actually got on top of the horse and everything. I can actually get off and walk around while you just see me walking around, so you should have... Probably could have assumed so that I can get off at any time.
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense.
It's a minor thing because this game, like I said, there's only one way to go. You see how it looks like you can go that certain way, like I can go this way, or... There's actually was another part here where you actually look like you can go that way, Actually, it was a way that you've just been. But the weird thing is that you couldn't jump over the fence. And the fence was only like an inch tall. Yeah, you couldn't jump over that because you had to go a specific way so you can fight specific enemies
I'd expect to see
and turn on the
someone now.
specific generator.
Let's get inside.
And that's one of the problems with this. It's too linear. It really is. Too linear. Linear. Sorry. I said linear? Linear. It's too linear. And when it was first promoted, I thought it was more like a free roam type of game. It's not. It's not. Everything here is pretty much...
Have you ever been to one of these?
You know, we direct you where to go. We're not going to say it, but it's self-explanatory. You should know
Not as
where
a
to
student,
go.
at least.
Why not?
So, just going to keep picking up stuff here.
I had Sarah
Notice
when I
how
was
I'd said
pretty
full
young.
ammo on that. I have an overwhelming amount of stuff here.
For a while.
Those little sprickets and sprockets I picked up are for the crafting board, that's where you can actually upgrade all your guns. Hopefully we run into another one because the previous recording cut off on me, so I couldn't show you, or should I say I missed showing you that. Why did she stop halfway? Alright, come on, move over.
Scooch.
I can actually go around looking around for more stuff, but I pretty much got everything. There's some collectibles, like I showed you earlier. You grab some comic books and whatnot, because supposedly Ellie likes to read them. They're basically just used for collectibles, as well as the Firefly pendants, as you see me just collect there. I'm going to need the horse for this part.
Scoot back.
Keep getting on and off the horse, man. What are you doing? Alright, we're going to jump over here, and...
Pick up.
Now, we can't jump over that. Even though it looks like, you know, somebody in real life could probably do that. No, we have to grab this specific trash can. And we have to put it in a specific area. Actually, not too specific. We just have to take it down here. There we go.
All right,
Seriously, if it was that easy to open... Oh, no, it had a chain on it. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. But no, wait, that was easy to open. See how rusty that chain is? What the hell? We could have just kicked that open. But nope, we have to do things specifically. Because the game... Why? Because the game wants it to be. That's one of the problems. Like I said, it doesn't bother me too much because, you know, Resident Evil and Dead Space also did this too, which is seems like what this game is borrowing from, and actually somewhat does it better, at least better than Resident Evil 6 has done it, as far as the survival element. Like this was a game that could have been a Resident Evil game if Capcom was actually thinking. More on the survival, and I wouldn't say less on the action, but like an even balance. And this game achieves the balance. Although when you first played it, it does point you more to...
Come on, kiddo, give me your hand.
The whole survival. They don't want you to engage in battles. And they tell you, like, it's be much easier to just get around them. You know, just to sneak around. Don't engage these guys in battle. Don't do that. Don't do that. When you're playing New Game Plus and you have an overwhelming amount of stuff like I do, you're going to run out to battles. Ooh, that's a lot of whatever it is. Alright, here's the crafting board. Here's what I was talking about.
Here we go.
This is where you get all the weapon upgrades. This is for holsters and stuff like that. Got the pistol, the revolver, El Diablo, shorty, hunting rifle, shotgun, bow, and the flamethrower, which I upgraded last time. What would I upgrade this time? This doesn't really matter because I'm going to go back into my old game anyway, and I'm going to erase this after I've finished putting this up on YouTube. Yeah, there you go. And that's basically how the crafting works, or the upgrade system works. I showed you the crafting already. I think there's a hidden room here, if I'm right, and I'm going to show you why the chefs are so important. They are literally like a must-have. If you do not have 3, and especially at the beginning of the game where there is no duration bar under it, for how many times you can use it, you better have at least 3. When you're scavenging for stuff like this, Ellie will walk around and whatnot and just kind of do her own thing. She might talk to you sometimes. She might be searching for stuff. And
Yoo-hoo! Firefly!
you can't switch in
Mankind
between
over
them.
here.
There's like a specific time you can play as
Anyone?
one person. Yeah, everything's specific. You have to do everything one way. There's a time where you can play as her, and then there's a time where you can play as Joel. Like you already know from the first part that I put up there. See, here's one of the hidden doors. It's most likely I got whatever's in there, so I possibly don't need to open it. But I'm just gonna open it anyway, just to show you. So this is about it. This is like the extent of the free roaming around here. Yeah, you can go back and forth. Now in this toolbox, I actually have a lot of pieces that I need to upgrade my weapons and whatnot. But of course it's gone because this is New Game Plus and I don't need it. But I will grab some of this stuff. I don't need those pills because I'm fully upgraded. I don't need flamethrower ammo. Trust me, I can't even use it on this part that's about to come up here if I remember correctly. Now notice how I still have 3. Or should I say, notice how I still had 2 even after I used that one. That's because of the duration. Because of the duration. Honest to God, I wish I could run faster than this. Like I said, the animation's really good. You see how when she's looking through stuff,
Mumbo jumbo.
she's actually moving it. It's not like her just like waving her hand over it, pretending to move it. No, everything has like an animation to it. Oh,
Maybe not all of them.
Stay close.
what was that? Well, I'm practically invincible, so I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever the heck is going to happen. Yeah, when this game works, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy it. Like, I'm enjoying it now. And we're just walking. We have been walking for the past however long. I guess she's going to open the door. Yep. Kind of a little bit of Call of Duty-ish there. That's actually one of the rarely only times that happens, so that doesn't happen all the time. Like I said, a lot of walking, a lot of talking, and when it gets to the immersion, it's fine, but it is a lot of this. It is a lot of this. This is kind of brings up a lot of the game. It's just like walking and talking. Because this game relies a lot on its story elements. Its gameplay elements is good, but it relies more on the story. And I guess that's okay if you want like a really talkative storyline. You know, you don't want to... I guess it might be bad for certain reviewers, stuff like that. Well, they gave it a good rating anyway. A lot of people kind of like that story script thing. It's kind of like a Walking Dead-ish type feel to it. It wants to be a... It wants to be a movie. Or it wants to be a TV show. It doesn't want to be a game so much. Like, the game element is good, and it's there, for the most part. Of course, like, there's some problems, like, I don't like the targeting and whatnot. I already talked about that. But that's it. Like, it really wants to be this movie, or this show. It does a good job putting you in that. It does, so I will give it credit for that. But be ready for a lot of heavy talking and whatnot, and if that bothers you, you probably might not mind this, because most of the talking, even though it's cutscene heavy for the most part, or cutscene medium, there are a lot of cutscenes. As you can see there, well, when we picked up the document and whatnot, but there's mostly like talking and walking. So you do get the move, but you still have to talk. You still have to listen. You still... I just want to get to the game. And some people are going to be like that.
Shit. Well, clickers don't hide.
I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. We're going to come up to another shooting segment here. I kind of like these little things. We can see the X-rays and whatnot. Those are part of the collectibles. A lot of collectibles in this game. They want you to do a lot of collectibles. They're pretty easy to find. Like I said, monkeys. Yes, monkeys. Animals are not infected in this world.
At least they ain't clickers.
They're pretty easy to find, the collectibles,
Oh, fireflies.
but
Well,
because the
maybe all
game
that
is so
research
linear,
will turn into
but
fun.
there might be one or two things that are hidden really well, and you might have to go back and search it. So that gives a lot of backtracking in case you're into that thing. Personally, I don't care. We're not going to listen to that. It's actually pretty boring. Like I said, the recordings are good and whatnot, but a lot of dialogue in this game. Dialogue heavy, this game is. Like, literally, the first hour of the game is basically walking and running. I shouldn't say the first hour. It's probably like the first 40 minutes. Then you get into a shootout and everything. Oh, here we go. Cutscene.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm dead. Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were... Fucking thing was a giant waste of time. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Come on.
Looking for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. You'll find them there. Still trying to save the world. Good luck with that.
Do you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. I mean, on horseback.
What? The fireflies?
Get down!
Oh! What the fuck are these guys?
It don't matter. We know where to go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, commence the fighting. Now this is what I want. You spend a lot of time fighting humans in this game, which I think is actually one of the problems. Ellie will shoot, she will assist you. If you're doing sneaking around, well, they know we're here, so there is no way we can sneak around. But if you're sneaking around, the AI actually can't see her, and I think Naughty Dog did that on purpose, so she won't sort of break the immersion. This guy got an axe. There you go. And I will take his axe. Oh, this guy got me first. There you go. Alright. You got a little hurt there, but I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be just fine. Now notice how I'm not picking up anybody. They're there, but they're hiding. And because they're not moving, I can't see them. Now with monsters, they breathe. And if they're breathing, you can actually tell where they are, even if they're not moving. Oh, did you get killed? Got some guys coming. The AI, like I said before, the AI is really smart in this game. They know when to take cover, they know when to hide, they know not to poke their heads out until like the right time. They will move up and they will flank you. Let's see, can I get this guy?
He's got a fucking gun!
He's... There you go. Now, because they try to get this whole survival element going, a lot of the guys, even when you see them just use weapons, you see? It disappeared. No gun, no ammo, nothing. You see them use weapons. This guy had a shotgun. No gun, no ammo, nothing. That seems to be the trend here. And they're doing this just because this game has the survival element into it. Which is fine. But when you're first playing the game, it's really annoying. It is. But like I said, I have an overwhelming amount of stuff, so I should be fine. We're going to keep this outfit for now. Got it. There you go. I don't care what anybody says. I hate the shooting in this game. I really do. There should be auto aim. I was all over the place. And maybe I'm just really bad at the shooting in this game. There you go. Now that guy dropped ammo. Oh. You got dumbasses like this that try to freaking run at you. And get their face stopped. Oh, shit. Don't worry, Joel can take a lot of bullets. And I actually have to plug this controller in. Hold on a sec. There we go. That's fine. You will have guys like that that will run up to you for some stupid reason why their friend's firing thing that's going to save them. But you also have people who can sneak around you really quickly and sort of flank you. Which is kind of annoying because you would think you would see them coming, but you don't. And you may say that's pretty cool, but guess what? Sometimes it's actually in an open setting and you still can't see them coming. God, I am awful! What a waste of bullets! Okay. My God, that was a waste of bullets. Alright. Okay, we're good. Oh, wrong button. Oh, shit! Oh, that can't be good. Apparently the other guy popped his neck.
What do you want me to do? What?
Notice here how I shot that guy in the head. How come I didn't get a headshot? Like I said, the hit marker in this game, I hate it. Why a circle, Naughty Dog? Really, why a circle?
Alright, you ready? 1, 2,
Now,
3.
the other thing that bothers me is that... Oh, well, you know what? I shouldn't say bothers me. I like how there is a bit of gameplay into the cutscenes, but I was about to say, you see how we just had a cutscene? We got another one. Now, at this point, since I'm hurt, I get infinite ammo, which is very nice, because I don't think I can switch to another weapon. No, I cannot.
Joel? How are we doing?
I'm fine.
See how the weapon display is here now? You see how it's moving around while Joe's even standing still? That's how it was at the beginning of the game. Now here it makes sense because I'm hurt. My character is bleeding to death. But at the beginning of the game, it really shouldn't be there.
Alright. Just stay here. I'm gonna flank this asshole.
Ellie. Those were my friends you killed, asshole. Come on out.
Oh, this is actually in
do
game.
this the
I'm
hard
moving
way?
the camera and whatnot. This is not a cutscene. I should have shot him faster, but what the hell.
We gotta get you out of here.
I'm okay.
You're not okay, Joel! Now come on!
Wow, for a guy that's losing that much blood,
Move
for a guy his age, he's really fit. Joel
no
has
one
to be
here.
in his like late 40s.
Hurry.
That's not old, but he's literally pushing 50 like next year. So it's like, wow,
Just
you're
keep
really
at it.
fit for a guy your age. You got that, Hugh Jackman?
Here, lean on me.
No.
Well, can you walk?
Yes.
Then fucking walk!
Oh, she's a bitch. But I like her. Actually, these are the only two characters I really like. There's one good antagonist, but that's about it. Not really anybody else I like because they don't get that much screen time. The bad guy gets more screen time than some of the good guys do.
Joel!
And there's only like two good guys.
What?
Ellie,
Or should I say one? Oh shit.
the kid's got a gun.
Now this may seem in-game, but this is a cutscene. I actually cannot help her. That's okay, she gets hit with a lead pipe in her face and manages to
Joel.
still kill the guy.
Here, stand up. Put your arm around me.
But there you go, guys. It's actually a bit of the gameplay there. I fought some monsters and I fought some humans.
I swear to God.
It's pretty
I'll
linear.
get you out of this.
It's really good voice acting. Nice cutscenes. Although it's a lot of that stuff, definitely some scripted stuff like this here right now.
Wait here.
It keeps vibrating my controller. I should turn vibrate off. It's actually starting to get annoying a little bit. So yeah, that's The Last of Us. Oh look, a guy's trying to steal the horse. Guess what, you guys? That's pretty much the thing. Everyone you meet, it basically dies. Don't want to give anything away there, but they kind of gave it away themselves. Alright guys, like I said, this is The Last of Us. This is basically the game in a nutshell. Of course, shootouts do get a little bit crazier than that, and there are some stealth elements a little bit more. That part was scripted, so we was meant to get into that shootout. But any other time, they will give you an option to either sneak around or to not sneak around.
I think we're safe. Joel?
Well, that's it.
Joel?
I guess I might as well go
Joel.
end it here and leave it on a cliffhanger.
Oh, get up, get
I'll
up.
see you guys next time. And well, that's it. That's The Last of Us. Nothing more to say except that it's a good game. But that doesn't mean that it's perfect. As you can see with the first part, I got a freeze in there. Also, I got enemy disappearing and reappearing. That seemed to be a problem with this game. It does have some glitches and some annoying ones, even some game-stopping ones. And good thing, I'm glad I caught that so I was able to show you and you wasn't just thinking I was saying hot win. That seems to happen to me a good bit of time, especially during the regular gameplay. That happened to me, I think, a total of 3 times, which is, I guess, not so bad considering that this game is about 20 hours, I guess you can get in, possibly 15 minimum. I was looking at the gameplay I was just playing earlier, and I was in 11 hours into that, and I was actually getting close to the end of the game. This next segment I was about to go into is like a snow level. This is where I had that glitch I was telling you about where I died instantly. I fell off of a little rock, and you're playing as Ellie at this point. I fell off a little rock, and it puts her into the T stance, like this. Basically, we saw this on games before. And the character just died. For no fucking reason. It makes no sense. But that's another problem. The game didn't freeze. Even though my character died, it started me back right where I was. There's a great checkpoint system in this game. I want to reiterate that. It pretty much saves everything, and that's possibly why the load time takes so long, because it's so busy saving stuff. So, basically, in conclusion, The Last of Us, is it worth it? Well, In the beginning, I was a little skeptical, but as you can see through our second playthrough, it wasn't so bad. We actually did pretty well. But I think I'm still going to stick to my guns and probably say, if you're going to get it, you should possibly wait for the PS4 version. Hopefully, there might be a better playability difference. It's most likely they're not going to change anything. So if you like what you saw today, then if you haven't seen the game, like who actually hasn't seen the game, but if you haven't seen the game, if you didn't know about it or you was a little skeptical, personally, my opinion, I think it's overrated a little bit, but I still think it's a good game, and it's a great foundation for other games to start doing, especially survival games. Resident Evil, take note, you should start playing like this. Go to Naughty Dog if you need help. But like I said, if you like what you saw here today, by all means, go out and get it. I say wait, so I don't think it is worth it now. So I'm glad they're actually coming out with another edition. So wait for the PS4 version and see how that one is. It will be available later this year. It's going to be $59.99. I'll put it down in the description, link to it and whatnot. I'll also put the price for the current one for the PS3, how much it's going to be. I don't know the prices right now, but it'll be down there, so you can go check that out if you want to see what it is. So, alright guys, that's it. And nothing else to say about Joel and Ellie, except that they're really good characters, but they're the only two characters that appear out of nowhere. Like, as you've seen there, all those characters there, even though they have somewhat of a personality, they're all assholes. Don't feel bad about what we just did to. We just slaughtered all of them. Even that guy said, "You killed my friends." You're supposed to feel bad. You don't feel bad later on. They totally reveal that all these guys are assholes. Even other groups that you run into, assholes. So, hopefully you guys can join me next time, and we're going to go over something pretty special. Kingdom Hearts. Yes. As you can see with my name, Sora Not Roxas, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. This is my favorite game of all time. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have its flaws either. It's not perfect. But I do want to go over the 1.5 HD remix, because some people might not know what it is, or even some old Kingdom Hearts fans might say, is it really worth getting? So, if you can, join me next time, and we will go over Kingdom Hearts HD. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.